Welcome to Unburied Remnants, Sleep Stories. Find a comfortable position and let your body relax. Close your eyes. Tonight, we travel back to the ancient world's greatest city, Alexandria, a city of wonder and timeless mystery. Find a comfortable position. Let your body settle into whatever is supporting it. Your shoulders can loosen. Your jaw can soften. There is nothing that needs your attention tonight. Nothing that needs to be solved or remembered or carried. Take slow, deep breath in and let it go. Close your eyes. You are standing at the edge of a harbor. The water is darkened and still. The Mediterranean at night, in a city that has not yet been built for very long, but already feels ancient. The air is warm, the particular warmth of a North African evening that holds the heat of the day without the edge of the afternoon. Salt, the smell of timber and rope from the vessels moored along the harbor wall. Somewhere in the distance, the sound of a lamp being extinguished. You are in Alexandria, not the Alexandria of today, the Alexandria of 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, if you go to its deepest layers. The city that the young Macedonian general ordered built on a stretch of Egyptian coastline. Because the harbor was perfect, because the light was extraordinary, because something in the quality of this place called to him, and he knew, with the certainty that comes rarely in a life, that something important was going to happen here. He was right, but not in the way he imagined. The harbor wall is smooth limestone under your feet, cool now, where it was warm in the afternoon sun. The great lighthouse, the Pharos, is visible on its island across the water, its light moving slowly, steadily across the darkened sea. The tallest building in the world, a beacon that guided ships to this city from hundreds of miles out. From above, from a great height, it would have looked like a star that had decided to stay close to the earth. You stand at the harbor wall and watch the light move. There is no urgency here, no destination you are trying to reach. The city is around you and ahead of you, and you are simply here, present, breathing the warm salt air of an evening that has been waiting for you for 2,000 years. Behind you, the city begins. The streets of ancient Alexandria were laid out in a grid. Something unusual, something deliberate, the mark of a city planned rather than grown. Wide avenues running east to west, crossed by narrower streets. The Canopic Way, the great central boulevard, wide enough for 2 chariots to pass side by side. Its length marked by the light of torches in iron brackets on the buildings on either side. You begin to walk. The limestone is smooth and cool beneath you. The torches cast their warm amber light in pools that you move through, one after another, like moving through pools of warm water. Between the pools, the shadows are soft, not threatening. Just the simple absence of light in a city that does not try to chase away all darkness. The buildings on either side are pale stone, warm in the torchlight. Some of them have their shutters open to the evening air, and you catch glimpses of lives being lived. The smell of food, the murmur of voices in conversation, lamplight moving in an upper room, someone laughing at something, somewhere ahead of you, the sound clear in the still night air. Let that sound carry you forward. There is nowhere you need to be, just walking gently through the most cosmopolitan city in the ancient world. Here in the 3rd century BC, people spoke Greek and Egyptian and Hebrew and Aramaic and Persian and a dozen other languages, all within a few streets of each other. The world came to Alexandria. It still does, in a way, even across all the centuries. The world comes here to remember what was held here. You are walking toward the royal quarter now, the neighborhood of the palace, the temples, the great institutions that Ptolemy built to make this city the center of the world's knowledge. Ahead of you, the building. You have seen it from the outside before, but each time it stops you. The scale of it, the colonnaded entrance, the pale stone columns rising in the torchlight, the sense that something very large and very serious is happening inside, quietly, always, all through the day, and now through the night. The Library of Alexandria. A scholar nods as you pass through the entrance. You are known here, or at least you belong here. This is the feeling the building gives everyone who enters with the right intention. Come in. There is space for you. Sit, read, think, stay as long as you need. The interior is lit by oil lamps set in niches along the walls. Warm, golden, steady light, not bright enough to read by unless you are close to a lamp, but bright enough to see by, bright enough to move through the space without feeling its darkness. The scroll niches rise on both sides of you from floor to ceiling. Each niche holds its rolls of papyrus, some in leather cases, some in wooden cylinders, some simply resting in their places as they have rested for decades. Tens of thousands of them, hundreds of thousands, in the full extent of the collection. The thought of all those words, all that accumulated knowledge, resting silently in the dark above the lamplight. It is not an overwhelming thought. It is a settling one. All of this quietly here, all of this waiting. You find a reading table near a lamp. The table is smooth wood, worn by decades of use. Scholars have sat here before you, many scholars, across many years. Eratosthenes, perhaps, working out the mathematics that told him the circumference of the earth. Apollonius, composing his epic of the Argonauts, a young astronomer whose name history did not keep, calculating the movements of stars that would not be named again for 15 centuries. You sit. The chair is solid and comfortable. The lamp nearby casts its warm circle of light around you. Outside that circle, the scrolls rise in their niches, dim and patient. The night is very quiet. The The city outside is very far away. Let your body feel the chair. Feel the solidity of it beneath you. Your weight settling. Your back supported. There is nothing required of you here. You do not need to read. You do not need to think. You can simply be in this room, in this extraordinary room, on this quiet night, and allow the accumulated weight of all this knowing to settle around you like something soft. The lamp flame is very still. In a sealed room with no wind, a flame can be almost perfectly motionless. Just a teardrop of light, its edges barely moving, casting its steady warmth on the things around it. You watch it without thinking about it. Your eyes soften. The edges of the room soften with them. Somewhere in the building, a distant footstep, a scholar working late, as scholars do in every age. The sound is not disruptive. It is companionable. The reminder that you are not alone in this, that across all the centuries, there have always been people who came to quiet rooms late at night and stayed, because something here was worth staying for. You are not required to stay awake. The library does not require wakefulness of you. It holds its scrolls with or without your attention. The knowledge is here, whether you are reading it or not, whether you are conscious of it or not. It is enough to be near it, to have come here, to have sat for a little while in the warm lamplight of the greatest repository of knowledge that the ancient world ever assembled. Your breathing is slow now, slower than when you arrived. Your hands resting on the table are heavy, the good heavy, the weight of a body that is beginning to let go of the effort of being awake. You are moving now, not walking, drifting. The library is still around you, but also behind you. You are being carried gently, as if the warm night air itself has decided to carry you south, along the course of the river. The Nile, the oldest river in the human story, the river that made Egypt possible. Its annual flood depositing the rich black soil that grew the grain that fed the civilization that built the temples and the tombs and the libraries and the traditions that shaped everything that came after. Every human being alive today carries, somewhere in the long chain of cause and effect that produced them, a debt to this river. It watered the grain fed the people built the world. You are on the water now, a boat, a simple wooden vessel, flat-bottomed, moving with the current. The current is slow and deep and entirely unhurried. The Nile does not rush. The Nile has been making this journey to the sea for millions of years, and it knows, with the certainty of very old things, that there is time. The night sky overhead is extraordinary, away from the city, away from its torches and its lamps. The stars are fully visible, not the handful of bright ones that penetrate modern light pollution, but all of them. The full river of light that the Milky Way makes across the sky when nothing competes with it. Our ancestors saw this every clear night. They named the stars, and tracked their movements and built their calendars and their temples in alignment with them. They knew the sky the way we no longer do. You lie back on the boat. The wood is smooth and warm beneath you, warm from the day's sun, held in the grain of the timber. The boat rocks very slightly with the current, just enough movement to feel, not enough to disturb. A rocking, slow and rhythmic, like breathing, like the river breathing. The stars move overhead, slowly, as the boat drifts south. The constellations shift their positions, Orion tilting toward the west. The bright star Canopus rising in the south. Sirius watching from its fixed point above the horizon. The ancient Egyptians tracked Sirius carefully. Its first rising, just before dawn, after 70 days of absence from the sky, marked the coming of the flood. Sirius rising meant the Nile was about to give its annual gift. Sirius was the heartbeat of the agricultural year. You find Sirius now in the sky above you, the brightest star. You do not need to know its name to recognize it. It is the one that does not look quite like the others, the one whose light has a quality of intensity that the others do not match. It has been there every clear night for the entirety of human existence. Every person who ever lay on their back on a warm night and looked up has seen what you are seeing now. The boat drifts. There is no destination. South along the Nile means the temples eventually, Luxor, Karnak, the Valley of the Kings in the far distance. But you are not going anywhere tonight. You are simply on the water, being carried, the current doing the work, your body doing nothing at all except existing, warm and heavy, against the warm wood of the boat. The stars above you are very still. The river beneath you is very deep. The night is very quiet. Your eyes, if they were open, would be heavy now. Your thoughts, if you were having them, would be slow and far apart. The long spaces between one thought and the next growing longer. The thoughts themselves becoming less like thoughts and more like images, soft and not quite sequential, drifting the way the boat drifts. This is the edge of sleep. You know this place. You've been here before. The place where the world of waking and the world of sleeping are equally present, equally available. And it is simply a matter of which one you choose to lean toward. Lean toward the water. Lean toward the stars. In the distance, not tonight's distance, but the distance of the river further south, the temples are standing in the darkness. They have been standing for 3,000 years. They will stand for 3,000 more. The stones they are built from were quarried from the desert and transported by people whose names we do not know, and shaped by hands that have been dust for a very long time, and raised into walls and columns and hypostyle halls of such scale and such precision that standing inside them, even now, even as ruins, you feel the presence of something that was very deliberately made to make you feel small, not diminished, small in the good way, the way that standing in a cathedral makes you feel small. The way that looking at the Milky Way makes you feel small. The way that recognizing how long the human story has been going makes you feel small. And therefore held, somehow, by the sheer scale of what you are part of. The boat carries you. The river carries the boat. The night carries the river. There are hieroglyphs on the temple walls. You cannot read them. Almost no one can now, until the stone that will be found in the Nile Delta in 1700 years teaches the world to read them again. But you do not need to read them to know what they are. They are the same thing all writing is. The desire of a living mind to reach across time and be known. To say, I was here. I thought this. I knew this. I wanted you to know it too. The stars in the sky above the temples are the same stars that the people who built the temples watched. Orion called Osiris here, the god of the dead and the resurrection. Sirius called Sopdet, the goddess who announced the flood. The Milky Way called the heavenly Nile, the celestial river that mirrors the earthly one beneath it. Above and below, as above, so below, the same pattern at every scale. The stars, the river, the breath in your body, all of it moving, all of it rhythmic, all of it at the deepest level the same. Let your breath find the rhythm of the river, slow, deep, unhurried, in and out, in and out. The temples are there in the darkness, and you do not need to see them to know they are there. You can feel them, the weight of that much stone, that much intention, that much accumulated human devotion to something larger than any individual life. They have been there longer than memory, and they will be there longer still. You are very comfortable now. Your body is heavy and warm, and entirely at rest. The boat is still beneath you. The river is still around you. The night is still above you. The river is taking you somewhere you have always been going. Somewhere deep, somewhere quiet, somewhere that has no name in the language of waking. The stars are very bright. The water is very dark. Somewhere in the ancient city behind you, in a room lit by a single oil lamp, a scholar is still working. They will work through the night, as scholars do, as they always have, writing something down that they believe is worth writing. Their name may not have survived. Their words may not have survived. But the impulse that kept them at the lamp, the impulse that said this matters, write it down. Do not let it be lost. That impulse is still alive. It is in you somewhere, in the long chain of minds that connects every human being who ever tried to understand the world to every other. You carry all of them with you, effortlessly, the way the river carries the boat, without effort, without intention, simply by being what you are. The Nile is very old. The stars are very old. You are made of the same material as both. Old light, old water, old stone, rearranged, briefly conscious, resting now on the river under the old stars, in the warm night of a world that has been going a very long time and will go a very long time more. Sleep now. The library is still there. The river is still moving. The stars are still burning. Everything that matters is still here. Sleep.